Welcome to my video on tips number 3, off-market deals for the very beginner. I'm going to go over some properties that are Class C properties and some Class B properties that are single owner, non-corporate owned, as in easy to get a hold of the owner and make a deal. And these properties are distressed with sometimes lower occupancy, or even if the ones do have good occupancy, the properties are still distressed. And I picked ones between like 1 to 5 million range just to give you the basic kitty first grade level, getting into apartment like retarded style. So I go over the properties, what they look like and where they're at. They're just simple. They're everywhere. Off-market deals. Everybody makes it so hard. You got to get an off-market broker and all this retarded stuff. No, you don't. It's so simple. You go to the property. You could call and get an application and a lease, and it says right there. Or you could go to the property and you just simply ask anybody that lives there, who do you pay your lease to? And they're going to tell you. Now, I could do a whole entire video on that and how freaking easy it is. It's retarded style easy. I mean, it's beyond easy. It's so dumb it's easy. You go out there and just go look around the property and everybody's going to ask, what are you doing? You say, oh, I'm looking at buying the property. Do you know who owns it? Oh, yeah, it's so-and-so. What do you think of the property? Well, yeah, it's kind of run down, all this crap, and we don't like it, and blah, blah, blah. It's just 101 easy, basic stuff. So, finding all these properties around you takes like literally maybe total tops an hour. I went through maybe, I think there's like 5 or 6 or 7 on here. It really is a short video. It didn't take me long. I mean, I really did it maybe less than an hour, like 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. I mean, kind of not very long. And I'm just giving this for example. I'm not buying these because they're too cheap. I mean, they're easy for a confidence builder. Like, if you hire me and I train you, you're going to probably start out like 5 to 10 to 20 million range and make a lot of money because all deals are the same. It's just depending on the size. But if you have a issue of confidence and whether you believe reality is about being rich, is a lot easier because you're working smarter, you're working better, you're making more money, and it's less work. But in your brain, you think it's the opposite. You think it's like 10 times harder. You got to fight every angle. You think it's difficult. You think you don't have the right to talk to people that own them. You think you're not worthy of having millions of dollars. You think you can't make millions of dollars. You think it's impossible. You think the people that are super rich are super smart. Nah, they're not. They're not at all. And to be honest, the way I train people and what I teach you, and you're going to know more than anybody on the internet that's, plastering tons of videos and showing a bunch of stuff. Because the way I teach you from the inside out, from the underwriting perspective out, and from the elite level and the volume and all the things I've done in the past, and the size and the amount of people I've trained, is stuff that other people don't even have and can't have. Now, you should pick up on this and hire me and learn and get into real estate, because inflation is going to eat up all your money. So really, by this time next year, if you have any cash, you might as well count half that cash just thrown out the window. Now, on all these properties, I'm teaching you how to pull out cash, so you're going to make a lot of money. And I'm going to go over all these properties in the video next, so you see them in person and look at each one of them as I went to all of them and showed the video. But like my previous videos, I went over like retail, mixing retail with residential, and how to change office buildings into lofts and residential and apartments and things like that. And like, well, everybody on the internet, they're not really doing anything. A lot of them are copying off me. Pretty soon they'll mass market it all over. And this is just general basic information. So if you want to make money and get into commercial real estate, I'm going to show you how simple it is. In your mind, you make it harder. And when you get the information and all this other stuff, I help you the whole step of the way. When you have a problem, after you go over the prep videos, I teach you how to do it. I train you. I'll show you on your own videos, on your own deals. I'll teach you the language. I'll teach you what they're lying about, what they're not lying about, how to get in the deals and how to close them and make things happen. And when we're talking closing, you're talking closing in a week. Even you may not think that's possible, but it is. And when I show you as we go through, as it progresses, I teach you as it progresses on your deals. And I teach you all the things that are important and things that I leave out that aren't important until later. I teach you what makes money now. But by the same token, you have to learn and listen and understand. You can't watch the videos, not take any notes, and just be like, duh, I don't know what to do. Is this property look okay? Can this property work? Well, did you watch the videos? If you watched them, you're going to know. And you're going to know the numbers, and you can work the numbers, and you're going to see it, and you're going to know it like in 2 minutes, work it up and know it. What's wrong, what's right, how to negotiate it, how to get the deal, how to close the deal, and pull the cash out and make it and keep going and closing the deal. This thing is a system. It's a formulated system. I've trained some people that took a while to get it, and then I've trained people that have gotten it in like this to go through like 5 to 7 of these properties. Maybe there's 8 in there. That really took an hour. You should be able to close. I mean, I have my loan officers closing like 3 to 5 deals a week. Anybody can pick this up. You learn the skills, you learn the language, you learn how to build your confidence after you start making money. You should be closing at least 1 or more deals a week. And the system I have is set up where everything becomes passive and runs on itself, because once you close, all you're worried about is closing other deals, and you're setting it up and you're structuring it to where you know the phases in the future, how you're going to manipulate it, how you're going to change the identity, the focus, and the true strategy behind the apartment. Not just, I'm going to raise rent, lower expenses, duh. That's so stupid. It doesn't even make sense, especially when they're getting lied to about all the income and all this other stuff. That's not a strategy. That's not a plan. I'm going to teach you real strategy, real plans, real ways to make real money besides just the general info of, beyond retarded style making video information that everybody plasters across the internet that has never seen real money or made big money elite level style and just makes their money off of plastering out a bunch of videos. So yeah, I like to do this. I like to help people and get into big money, get them into big money, and keep things going. So the point I'm making is, if you're motivated and you're driven and you actually put effort in, you're going to make money and do well. But if you just a person that has never really accomplished anything or never really tried, you're not going to do well. So I teach you different style, the way to make money, the way the big boys do it, not the, get your investors, put up the money, and all their videos, all their training is that, and they don't make any money. They put money up front, and they're in it upside down, and then they have to borrow money to pay their investors, and it just goes backwards and backwards. But this way, you're going to know more than they know, and that everybody else, and how it's really done, and how it's structured, and how to make money on the very beginning, and keep making money on top of money on top of money. All right, let's get into the video. Simple off-market deals, a little bit distressed, no lifeguard on duty. See, the pool is not there. Let's run down a bit. Notice all the crap outside of the people's apartments. Occupancy isn't that high, not that many cars here. You can check during the week. It's half occupancy. Tells you it's at 50%. Tells you what the values were. Tells you the guy's wanting to sell it. Simple. Walk in, make offer, get cash out, close the deal, call me, and we make money. Well, I make money on the funding. I train you. I teach you how to make the money. These deals are all over the place, and I'm going to do this video on several of these. You're only looking like $1 million range. Maybe this thing's maybe 1.5 tops. Well, like the other apartments, the last one I showed you were 1 bedrooms. These are 1 bedrooms too, because you can tell by the number of windows. And there's only 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, maybe 30 units here. Another small popper. You know, it's not you're not a large corporation. It's one individual owner. This one's a little run down, just like the rest of them. Easy 1 to 3 million range. If your confidence is low, it's your first thing. off market, all you can do is call up the person or wait till someone comes out and says, what are you doing? Ask them, do you know who owns it? There's your number. Close the deal. It's retarded. This is like real time. It took me like 2 minutes to get to these properties. And you can close them all day. Of course, if you want to learn things from me and get trained, you want to start out at like $5 to $20 million range to begin with. But this is just to give you an idea how simple this stuff is. Put some effort into it and you actually work at it. Have your confidence, and then you can close the deal. So, and you can tell the rents are cheap. A lot of cars are missing. The occupancy is low, and property needs work. So, there you go. Here's another one, a little off market, little 20 unit popper. This thing only costs maybe $1.2 million. Make offer, be simple, easy. Should look into it. Stuff like this, all over. You can tell it's a little run down. Simple. Here's another, like a 60 unit, like studios or one bedrooms. You should deduct the price just because it is a studio, because you want like 2 or 3 bedrooms, or a combination of 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. The 1 bedrooms are cheap. So it's easy property. It's a bit run down. You can pick this thing up cheap. It's off market, simple. They're all over the place. They're in every city. You should be able to find them, make your deal, and close on them. If you're not closing deals with this economy, you just don't have any confidence. I mean, there's no reason. People want to sell. They're easy to fix up, easy to make money on. Here's a 24 unit that's like 2 and 3 bedrooms, cheap, run down. Easy to pick up, easy to make money. I mean, seriously, they're everywhere. I could show you how to pick them up, how to do the whole deal, how to make the money, how to pull money out. The whole 9. Occupancy isn't even that great. This one's better than most of them, though. Although, you know, it's cheap too, because you look at the cars, they're all junk, most of them. Seriously, if you're not making money, you're living in someone else's apartment. I mean, this thing has issues. This place, it's just screaming by me. So far, I've been looking at Class C buildings, 1 units, and I just showed you guys 2 or 3 bedroom units. Now we're going up to like Class B. This was a little nicer. You notice all the cars. You're probably at about 90% occupancy. Nicer cars, nicer building. Looks like 2 to 3 units. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 levels. So you're probably looking at least 25, 20, 40, 60 units on that one at 9% occupancy. I mean, you can walk into this, make your offer, pull a deal. Pool looks pretty good. Oh, you got another building. So that's even more units, but that's not hard. It's a little harder because it may be corporate owned, but all the rest of them aren't. They're simple. I teach you how to get into the corporate ones. I teach you how to get into the single owner. I got these at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 units on this one. And you got nicer cars, about probably 80% occupancy, 90%. Needs renovation a bit, not as bad, a little bit. After you've trained a little bit, it'd be easy to pick up, easy to make some cash, easy to find out who owns it. You just walk up to that guy, say, hey, do you know who owns it? He knows who he pays his rent to, he tells you. Simple, close the deal, make the offer. Notice all the cars are pretty nice, so it's probably at market price rents. Other ones are below because, you know, they're garbage. The garbage lot, garbage parking lot, not even occupied. So you know they're below rent. This is probably around market price, probably even a little below because it's older, but it doesn't look too bad. They're all easy money. Simple. Now's the time to get in. Inflation's going to eat up all your money and you're not going to have anything. Plus, you're making money on these deals. If you're not out getting these and closing deals, you're not making any money. Prime example of a apartment that would be easy to pick up. I mean, it's like one bedrooms, older, deteriorating, and all you gotta do is ask somebody who lives there that's coming out who owns it, simple, or do the application, call them up for it. Anyways, it's right next to one I'm putting in. I thought about buying this one too, but I don't know, it's pretty cheap, but it's not enough money for me to do it, but somebody like you could pick it up. I mean, these are all over the place. They're simple, easy. They got a little lower occupancy and depreciation on it. I mean, it'd be easy to make some money, simple. If they didn't want to sell it, they would put more money into it and fix it up and do some more things with it. But these are simple, off-market, easy deals, simple to get into. That's like 5, 6, 7 we went over just in a short period of time that you could easily count up the rooms, add up the value, like I show you and all that stuff. Or I train you. Of course, I train you to do on bigger ones and better deals and how to do it and all these things that other people don't. But I'm just giving everybody an idea of what you could just spend an hour on buying at least one out of the... Shoot, you could have bought a lot more than 1 hour. I mean, you probably buy at least 2, 3, or 4 out of them. And that took an hour, maybe an hour. That's simple. It's hops. More like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. You should be able to work up a deal in like 2, 3 minutes. Anyhow, if you want to get into commercial real estate and make a lot of money, give me a call at 312-473-4163.
Power, realize your power, finding out myself, power, realize your power, finding out myself. Go where you wanna go, do what you're gonna do what you wanna do, go where you wanna go, get on with it, come on, get on with it, come on, get on with it, come on, get on with it. It's what I say, what I say. Listen what I say, listen what I say, listen what I say, what I say. Get on with it, come on, get on with it. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. Go right, live it up, dance on, get on top now, get on top, get on top, get on top, yeah. Power, realize your power, finding out myself. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. dance on. I go left, you go right, live it up. Dance on. I go left, you go right, live it up. Dance on.
Power, realize your power. Power.